Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back. And I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen, I got a story out of Detroit. I think it's Detroit. It's a city called Roseville. So I guess it's like a suburb of Detroit or something. I mean, it has to be out there. But I mean, let me know in the comment sections. But anyway, this story broke earlier this week, but it just aired yesterday. It's unbelievable. And it's about this gentleman up here. This guy is 54-year-old Mark Newsom. Ladies and gentlemen, this man beat his roommate to death in a boarding house where it looked like a bunch of senior citizens. His roommate was 72 years old, not named at the time of this recording, over the man supposedly eating his Taco Bell. Now, it sounds crazy. And this guy is locked up facing the rest of his life in prison at 54 years old. Now, on the surface, this whole thing looks like, man, that's a bad thing. That's stupid. Why would you do that and this and that? I'm going to play this video clip about this news story. And I want to come back and explain something to you to where, in a way, it's up in the air about how I feel about this. And hopefully when I explain the reason why I feel like that, maybe you'll understand. Take a look.
This home may look peaceful, but on Wednesday night, police say it was anything but. There was a murder over Taco Bell. A 72-year-old man is dead, his roommate behind bars.
Oh God, it scared the hell out of me. It really did.
There's blood all over upstairs.
Bob and Larry can't believe it. Police say their roommate, 72-year-old Dale Mitchell, was beaten to death by their other roommate, 54-year-old Mark Newsom. He's charged with second-degree murder. They say it stemmed when Mark accused Dale of stealing his Taco Bell.
To think that fight over food would escalate to murder, I mean, it's inconceivable.
Bob and Larry say they were both trying to sleep when the fight broke out at their boarding home off Waldorf Street in Roseville.
I heard a kabang. It like the dresser was being thrown down.
Then voices.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Leave me alone. And quit, please quit. And that's what I heard.
It's just senseless. I trusted Mark as my friend. I could never believe that he would have done something like that.
If we've come to grips with life about fighting and killing somebody over a taco or food itself, there's got to be more to life than that.
Prosecutor Pete Lucido says if convicted, Newsom could spend the rest of his life behind bars, all over a taco.
It would have been a lot easier to walk away.
Newsom is being held at Macomb County Jail. His next court date is set for February 14th. Reporting in Roseville, Scott Walchek, Fox 2 News.
Guys, that's the story about what happened. Supposedly this happened this past Wednesday, January 31st. Now, if you paid attention to the news, what they were talking about on the news, they focused only on someone dying over food. I think they went right over the real problem this was about. How many times have you guys had jobs or been in jobs where there's an employee lunchroom and an employee refrigerator and people's food has been missing? So much to where they might have to put security cameras in there because somebody else is eating somebody else's lunch. Hell, we got terms out here. When people talk, they say, hey, man, somebody ate your lunch, meaning whatever they want it to mean. Little different cliches that shows that what? Eating something that's not yours or doing something like as simple as stealing somebody's food or taking the food out of somebody's mouth is what? Disrespect. That's all this is about, disrespect. Do I think this man is a bad man? No. And a lot of times, I don't think this is a one-time incident. This might be reoccurring incidents. And he said, you know what? Enough is enough. This guy's stealing my stuff. smiling in front of my face. Guys, we know how men are. especially got those been in jail before. This happens a lot in there, and it happens out here. And it don't always have to be food. People will walk all over you if you let them, no matter what their age. Sometimes they'll use their age as a excuse, or they'll use it as a crutch, meaning if you fight on me, you look bad. But a lot of people don't know that don't work with everybody. And there are people willing to take it to extremes when their finances are limited or their income is a fixed income. These people live in a rooming house, a boarding house. So you know they ain't rich. Taco Bell might have been a treat for this man. He might have had his sights set on that. Man, I got a taste for Taco Bell. Let me order some. Then he didn't eat it or whatever. I'm going to save it to when I really want it. Because remember, with human beings, we don't eat just for sustenance. We eat for enjoyment. Somebody take your joy and you, man, come on, man. Come on. Should he have beat him to death? No. And they should have said it. That's what they should have said in this news article. But you see, the people dealing with the law fighting over food. Really? No, it was about respect, man. This whole thing was about respect. A lot of people will point fingers at this dude and say, hey, man, that's messed up what he did. But it's a backstory with this. It got to be something more than that. They said the people are standing there, oh, my God, I never believed it. It was blood all over. They're just caught up in the shock and awe of the crime scene, not what caused the crime scene. That's why, like a long time ago, I said, you know, I start doing these stories. I'm not going to judge the action, but the reasoning for said action. The man felt disrespected, something he cherished, and he put his mind into getting and enjoying when the time was right was taken from him. It's not good. It's not good. Like I said, he shouldn't have beat the man to death, but if he had rocked him, it is what it is. Sometimes hard lessons have to be learned the hard way. I mean, guys out here understand me. I mean, ladies, I don't know. I mean, chime in the comment section if you understand what I'm saying, because this applies to you too. I remember I worked at Mako, you know, Mako, the auto place. And it was people in there that was eating other people's lunches. We was in an industrial complex. We didn't have no food trucks or nothing, so we had to bring our lunch. You working around all that dust, that paint, it's hot and humid in there. People be tired. They thirsty. They bring their favorite drink. They bring their lunch, put their names on it, and somebody come in there and take your stuff. F you. Let me steal this. Because man, look. You ever notice the stories I do, even though a lot of them are morbid and crazy and stuff like that, they always have three things with them. Either a lack of common sense, lack of respect for someone else's rights, or you know, yeah, like somebody else's rights. Or the third one, lack of accountability. There you go, right there. This is messed up that this happened to this man. But I mean, you're dealing with another man. This guy's 72 years old. What lessons did he learn in life? One of the first things we're taught when we are young, especially by our mothers, because they're usually around us while our fathers are out, you know, doing whatever they're doing, you know, making ends meet or whatever, you know, was what? One of the first lessons you learn, don't touch nothing that what is not yours. And it seems like some people still don't get it. And it's costing them their lives. I mean, I feel nothing. I don't. And that's the thing that's messed up. They in boarding houses. This man's struggling like you are, and you chose to make that decision. So with that decision, the action and the penalty wind up being costing you your life. I'm sure you was around this guy for a long time, and you already know from his character, you know, this guy's a man like me, and if his buttons are pushed, he'll probably do something like anybody else would react. What human being do you know, sits there and enjoys getting sand kicked in their face numerous times without getting angry and saying something about it? Same situation. But some people talk louder than others, if you know what I mean. And if you don't know that, that's on you. You know, they're making a big thing about stealing food, man. This whole thing is about respect. This guy disrespected this man, and that was the lesson he learned. It's something to think about, man. We need to respect each other. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Music Channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Take care.